Welcome to the stew, where we start up conversations that matter. I got my family here. Y'all ready for some hot topics? Let's get started. Y'all ready?
Yes.
I'm Tanisha. We're here talking about, is it after COVID?
So how life has been since COVID.
Yep, since COVID. There we go.
Since COVID, and we have 4 different decades here. Well, 3 different decades. We have teen, 14, and then we have a couple of these 30, 40s. And then you have me, 58.
So
Really?
our age. But anyway,
I tell mine.
Anybody want to start?
We start with
Since
the youngest. We start with the
Or we
youngest.
can just freestyle.
What do you
talk
remember?
about.
What do you remember?
Since COVID,
How COVID started?
I just remember marching.
No, pre-COVID. Like
Yeah.
when COVID first started, when all of the news stations cut down. Remember? They were.
So we were in Vegas,
You were?
and before COVID started, and right on our way traveling, they had shut down everything. That's how we found out.
I found out from the news, and then that's where the essential worker came in. That shit was crazy. I don't know if we can cuss on here, but that was crazy. Essential worker.
Oh, dang, that's wrong, but
She won't want me.
that one.
All that.
Janai with an I.
I don't remember how I found out about COVID, but I just remember I just took a computer home one day and I did not go back to school.
Extremely
Dang,
scary. It
that's
was scary
messed
for
up.
a moment there, but I think, yeah. 'Cause I think my husband, he jumped to conclusions and he was like, well, I guess we're going to stay here and watch TV, you know. So that's what he said.
How you find out, Mike?
Yeah.
News.
You found out on
You
the
got to
news?
talk to your mic.
Found out through the news and my job.
Dang.
And how was the news for you? Because I remember it being sort of like them in a room, scared shitless.
Oh, well, you know,
In a room, scared shitless.
it was scary when I seen it in New York and they had everybody was dying and they had all them bodies in them trailers.
But you know what? What happened to all those bodies? What happened to all those people that were still infected with COVID? Where's the bodies? Where are the bodies?
Because it was a lot.
It was a lot. It was a lot. They were saying so many people like this died, so many people like this died. And then I remember having to be an essential worker, having to go to work and on the highway being like a city street at 4 a.m. in the morning. There was no cars
And
out there.
I remember that in our job, they had to give us a paper just in case we got pulled
Yep,
over
we
saying
did-
that we
we
had to go
did
to work.
too.
That's
Mm-hmm. If we get stopped, but you know, wasn't no policeman finna stop nobody to check and see if they have paperwork and get a chance to have COVID. And then we had to wear the mask. And then around sometime we just adjusted to the mask, started getting comfortable with the mask. And then we started making our outfits to match we finding masks to match our outfits and stuff, you know.
I remember when I first saw COVID, I thought it was gonna be like an apocalypse.
Yeah, it was
Not
scary.
gonna lie.
We started buying a whole bunch of water though. I remember that.
It's just crazy.
And
COVID
canned food.
period.
We had a bunch of canned
like
food.
it just came out the blue.
What'd
Yeah,
you do,
now it's
Tanisha?
like
Because
just
you never
like-
said. What'd you do?
As far as what?
Like preparing for it. Like when all you guys was here, do you have enough food? You scared to send somebody to the store? What was happening? How did you
The way
adjust?
my memory
you
set
had
up.
that long COVID.
four children in school, so all of them were doing schooling on their computers. So how'd that go? Was the internet working well for you?
Yeah, we started. Yeah, the internet. I think I had to pay extra or something. I don't remember. I know it was just hard trying to figure out how to adjust making sure they all get at the table and be able to see their teacher, hear their teacher, understand what's going on.
And so from a student's perspective, as one that had to learn, how many years you have to homeschool?
Like 1 or 2. Well, 2.5.
How was that?
No.
Did you miss your classmates or the interaction, or what was you missing?
I missed field trips. I missed going places with people. And then I missed we were supposed to do ice skating that year. We never got to do ice skating.
Oh.
But I don't really remember.
But you know, Jason was affected
Listening.
real bad. He didn't get to graduate, walk across stage.
Right.
That's
But you know what?
messed up.
At least he had his grade school. I remember that, and I have that on video. But that's a sad thing for all those of that. What was that, 2020?
Class of 2020.
2020? 2020.
2021?
Class of 2021.
Yeah, that's sad. And then imagine how the other students felt, you know, the ones that did come back to school and were able to graduate and walk across the, across the stage.
Think about me being a special ed teacher and how to teach special ed students through a computer.
That's terrible.
When it was more hands-on teaching.
I can imagine.
Imagine them trying to even cut on the computer.
No, imagine if their parents were essential workers and had to go to work and they still had to go to school. So that I can imagine that. Yeah, how was it? Yeah, how was it for you going to school online instead of in person? How was it?
Like,
are you glad to be back in physical school, or you prefer online?
I agree.
You gonna give me 2 reasons why? Well, give me one, and Janai can give me another one.
Let him speak in the mic when you ask him, so we can hear him in the.
because I say it's better because you can learn better, and it's like it's not like you don't have like I don't know how to put in the words, but kids won't be on their phones like like when they try to like if you're on their phone when the teacher teaching.
Okay.
So yeah, I feel like that's better.
What about the interaction? You missed the like the atmosphere.
Talking to Mike, Ma.
I am in the mic. The atmosphere, like socializing.
Trey don't talk no more.
I know, but when you first went back to school, it was still the 6 feet rule. Did y'all have that when you went back to work? It's still 6 feet apart from each person.
Yeah, I had to do the
And
classroom.
Mandatory mask.
I had to put a shield up.
That's crazy because they didn't have none of that for us at work.
Mandatory mask.
We had to put shields up for the kids, but they was hitting them down.
Oh yeah, you were teaching at what's the name of it? Malcolm X. Well, yeah,
It was called King International now.
It's called
King Middle.
King Middle.
They didn't have the shields for us. They just had us wipe the desk off when we left the classroom. We still sat next to people. Like, the desk was right next to each other.
Oh, they had shields, air purifiers.
That's crazy.
I got a side note. Off track. Why did they change that school from Malcolm X
I asked the same question.
to Martin Luther King when its other schools could have been named Martin Luther King? It's not Martin Luther King.
It's somebody else under King. It's not that's not them.
Why would you take Malcolm X, though?
I thought it was Martin Luther King. I was mad, but it's actually me, somebody else in the Bible. I don't know.
In the Bible?
Maybe I need to look it up.
Yeah, because why would you?
It's called King International. It ain't. I thought it was Malcolm X. It ain't.
Wow.
I mean, I thought it was Martin Luther King, but it ain't. It was somebody else, and me and the other teacher was talking about switching it back to Malcolm X. But I didn't stay long enough. She didn't stay long enough to get that going.
Okay, so Janai.
Yes.
Are you looking forward to going to high school?
To an extent, yeah. Well, I'm going to miss my friends and some of the people.
They're not going to the same high school?
We might. I don't know if we're all going to the same high school.
That's the only thing?
Huh?
That's the only thing?
I'm not gonna miss my teachers. Mr. Becker.
I didn't say who you're gonna miss, and don't be name calling
names. That's
just now.
Oh.
We're talking about you exiting junior high, going to high school,
what are you?
and you're gonna be a freshman. More independence,
More freedom, more independence, more work.
more challenges at school,
Yes.
schoolwork challenges.
Yes, but if I go to Pathway, probably not, because that's more like a hands-on school. They don't assign homework.
So, are you into any athletic sports?
I'm doing tennis this year. Last year I did track, and sometimes I play volleyball at gym.
I did track too a minute for a little second girl too. I ran that high jump and then I flipped over and my whole butt was in the air. No, thank you. And then I did a relay. And then I came in second because it was this tall white girl. I could not pass her. I could not catch up with her because the last relay girl, she gave it to me, but the white girl was already up there and I was trying to, I don't know why I remembered that. I was trying to catch that white girl, but I could never. Her legs was like super
I
long.
wonder why she didn't say white girl. Why she didn't say girl? Like
She's a tall white girl. She was a tall white girl, and I say she's from the country because it was them country, that country thick white girl.
I never went to any.
Is that too much?
I never went to any of my track meets.
Why? It was transportation issues back then, or you wasn't interested?
I just like doing the sport. I didn't want to actually I wasn't actually that competitive.
Okay. Just to get the experience. Yeah, I get it. I understand that part.
But this year, I'm actually gonna do tennis.
Or you dabble in
I
little
did
things.
tennis. I loved it. I just can never understand scoring.
Why?
I don't understand scoring
so
either.
difficult.
Yeah.
I say maybe I'm slow. I don't know. Just couldn't get it.
I didn't learn it until I watched Serena and Venus.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody cared about tennis till they came along.
They did.
Because we had a tennis court right over there. We had one, and we had tennis rackets and tennis balls. And me and Vita used to go over there and play tennis with each other. Our hair sweated back, and then we had to go home.
I played
and
tennis.
press it back again.
I played tennis at MATC.
I remember you had the little professionals. Yeah.
I forgot what I was going to say.
Well, on that note, I was looking up the school name because I kind of I want to remember who it was. His name was Rufus King. He was a prominent figure in Milwaukee history who has noticeably the editor of the Milwaukee Sentinel newspaper.
I remember that name, Rufus King, but I also remember that used to be an annex. But still, wasn't it still Malcolm X before when you?
It was Malcolm X, and it looked the same. No, it was.
So why did they change it to Rufus?
Huh?
when you was teaching them?
Yeah.
Malcolm X?
So the first year I was teaching on the South Side, right?
Was it a Rufus King on Capitol or something?
Yeah, it's a high school.
Okay, so maybe that's what I'm talking about. Then
I was at the middle school.
Yeah. Okay. Then.
That was Malcolm X, and they changed it.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's because it closed down and it opened back up. They had to change the name. I don't know, but yeah, but it brought back memories. It's like, this is crazy. I'm teaching where I went.
That's crazy.
It looked like the same gym floor, but
That's crazy.
everything else
you
was
started
new.
teaching there in
Everything
order
else
to
was
make
new.
a change, but you can't get a change with the vision. You know what I'm saying? If
I loved
the
it. No,
if your teachers are not collectively trying to teach, some teachers are just there for a paycheck. Is what I'm trying to say. If you have one, yeah. If you're not passionate about the kids, anything you say, they're not gonna pay attention to.
I felt like
True.
when I was there, I felt like I was bringing back all the stuff like I remember from Malcolm X, like bringing back drill team. Like I was doing that. I was creating a girl group, stepping group.
I remember,
but I miss the band. Like you can't do that without the band. Like they had an awesome band, and I just got those memories. Like I wish this generation had it. Like
Right.
So I'm sitting there
Physical ed,
doing
they don't have that, right?
doing the drills.
Do ya?
But we did the drills off the band. So it was like, now we got to do like Cardi B and stuff like that. It just wasn't the same. But it was still beautiful the way they moved, how they learn off TikTok dances, doing those moves. You don't even have to tell them, hey, just watch this video.
Right.
And this will be the drill.
And I wonder, like, if all those old drill team members, did they go to HBCs just because of the drill team, like, atmosphere? To get in sororities and stuff like that, because they still do that stuff.
Dang, but I got
Don't
camera
they?
pause.
Don't they
camera
still
died.
do that, though?
I think they stay here. I think a few went to the military. Another girl stayed here. We all like here.
Speaking of the military, we were learning about World War I in my English, in my ELA class. That is actually a very interesting topic to me. Yeah.
Expand.
So, yeah, trench warfare, it was really interesting to learn about. We were mainly learning about the psychological effects of war, and that was very interesting. We were reading poems. We were reading articles about how they overlooked women's mental health during the war, and they separated it from the men's. They called it hysteria, and then the men had shell shock, even though the women were getting attacked too. And yeah.
Interesting. Our history.
Yes, and how a lot of those women got hooked on laudanum. Remember?
Huh?
It's laudanum. Is that what it's called?
What's lauding, mama?
Opioids.
Oh, okay.
They made it a liquid form back in the 50s and 60s.
It's a plant.
Laudanum. Something.
It's a plant, but they used it. It's like a
Maybe 30s and 40s on that side.
That was
it's a drug.
Yeah, they used
made
it
into
for
a drug.
pain. Yeah.
It's supposed to be used for like pain, but it got abused.
Yeah. They used it for hysterical women back in the day, back in cowboy days. I just learned that yesterday. Thank you.
Oh.
But
But she
not even know.
it died, I think.
But that's fine.
But going back to the war, did they talk about how it started and stuff?
Yes. I forgot his name, but he got assassinated, and then Serbia and Austria-Hungary, they
went back on the names. I just remember events.
Yeah.
It's okay.
So his last name was like Ferdinand. He got assassinated, and then Serbia, and then I think Serbia and Austria-Hungary.
You sleepy?
They went to war, and then they started forming allies and whatnot, and then Germany got mad that they lost, so they started another war. And they thought that the First World War was the war to end all wars, but they did it again. So, yeah. We read this book, All Quiet on the Western Front. It has a movie adaptation on Netflix, and it was really good. Yeah.
What school you think about going to?
Either Wisconsin Lutheran or Pathway.
Think NPS?
I don't think so.
Oh.
They were at the high school fair. Where
you earn college credits?
Huh?
Do you earn college credits there?
Yes, they help a lot. They help a lot with college, I think.
What you think about profession? I know things change, but what you think about now? Or if you even thinking?
Designing.
Ooh.
And yeah, fashion.
Fun.
I want to go to that. Well, for colleges, I want to go to the Fashion Institute of Technology. That's in New York.
Girl.
That's so far away.
What's crazy is, Trey like fashion too, but he's so
nonchalant.
He think about what the world thinks of him as being a male in fashion, but I told him it's a lot of male people in fashion. Like,
you guys should collaborate. Thoughts?
Like we was talking about essentials. That's male. It's like male dominant people out here. Like he just think it's a woman's thing. He just
that should be your next podcast. Him and her and him and Papa.
Fashion.
So do he want to enter that program that wisdom? I have a passion.
He don't because he's think it's too many girls, not no men and no boys. He don't want to get teased. No matter what I tell him. I should make him anyway.
Maybe
Yes.
You should help him with that.
Sometimes they need a little push.
But sometimes I don't. It still ain't
Personally,
gonna care because
My
he got to
friend, but you
go.
still
He got to
gotta
do
take a
it.
chance on something that he feels passionate about. Because that's the ultimate thing, right? You want to get a profession and choose a profession that you love doing where when you go to work, it don't feel like work. Yeah.
Yep, that's awesome.
Yeah, it is. That's going to take a lot of work.
yeah, but I do it a lot. So,
You ain't made me nothing.
cause I don't really have the materials to.
What you mean? Like sewing machine, stuff like that?
Sewing machines,
Girl, you got my
fabrics.
grandmama's sewing machine.
Come
Tanisha
on,
got a sewing
come
machine
over here.
and
Use
sew some
mine in the
stuff.
closet right there.
Grandma just got a new one. My mommy just
I
got
didn't
a
know
new
this, but now I know this. I'm gonna be looking to see if I see any on sale.
one.
Thanks.
So you want to sew up some stuff?
Wait, what?
You're
Nothing.
supposed to be crocheting your outfit. Go on.
Crochet. Actually, I was gonna show you this, but this girl, I saw it on TikTok. This girl, she had crocheted her a chromacopia sweater to go to the Tyler Creator concert.
Is she? Is that what
Yeah.
you trying to do?
Oh, I like
I
Tyler,
might.
the creator.
She
Did
gonna
you
just
see he
that's my-
remixed Kendra's song?
Whoops.
Yeah, I was just talking to her about that. in the
Did
car.
you show her the remix?
No,
We was listening to it on Christmas.
He snapped.
He snapped.
Mm-hmm.
And Tyler Creator, he's actually my biggest inspiration in
Is he
fashion.
white or what?
He black.
Okay, so maybe I'm thinking of another guy.
She got concert tickets for her.
Yeah.
To where?
To see him at Pfizer Forum.
Really? He
Mhm.
coming here? When?
February 6th.
Oh.
So yeah, he's
You
my
going with
big-
your friends?
I'm going with Zayla and
Dang,
Amira.
I was like, I crashed.
Dang, what you
She
wearing?
was trying to figure out who could take.
actually-
her daughter loved Tyler Creator too, so or her oldest daughter gonna take her and her daughter.
I like him.
He's actually one of my biggest inspirations in fashion. He's actually the one that actually got me into fashion. Cause I remember I started listening to his music, and then I saw that he had 2 fashion brands. So I looked into that. I was watching the fashion shows, and that's when I realized that I really like it.
Mm.
Interested in World War I and previous like history, because a lot of it's been whitewashed. And for you to find and seek out the truth of what's been going on all these years is a great thing. And I'm glad that younger minds are thirsty to know their history. Yeah. So, Tamika, your last words are?
What they talking about? They talking about Ned.
Tanisha?
I am disciplined and I am consistent.
Okay.
Yes.
And that concludes the show.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in to The Stew. Don't forget to subscribe and let's keep stirring up the conversations that matter.
Yeah, see y'all next time.
Peace.